To manifest wealth, I put into action the required wisdom. Welcome back, all my free thinkers, to Grow Rich, Grow Happy, the space where our number one goal is to accumulate and grow wealth. That's what I'm here to show you how to do. In today's video, we're going to do just that. For a lot of you out there, regardless what your situation is, you might be tired of working, maybe tired of your 9 to 5. I know that was mine. And, you're looking for a way out rather than have to go all the way to retirement. Some of you, you might want to go all the way to retirement, to each their own. But I really feel like if you had control of your life to wake up, do what you want, spend as much time with your family as you want, go on vacations and don't have to worry about rushing back to a 9 to 5 or rushing back just because you have your free time. You own your day. You own your clock. Well, that's exactly what got me into cryptocurrency. That actually, when I got into cryptocurrency, I didn't think that one day I would eventually wouldn't need to work a 9 to 5, and I would just uh, bring you guys content and also uh, invest in the crypto market. I didn't think that something like cryptocurrency would be able to change your life in a matter, for some, in a matter of months, for others, a matter of a couple of years. I'm a firm believer that cryptocurrency can change your life in 1 to 2 years if you're really lucky and you really got the right plays and you invest the right amount of money. It can retire you a lot sooner than that. That's what we're going to talk about today. That's the reason I bring you guys this, because what I want you to do is to accumulate and grow wealth, but I want you to be able to do it and then be able to make decisions not based on necessity, but based on this is what I want to do today. And that's the whole reason I'm here. Um, I read something that said to make it to wealth, you have to learn how to do one thing really well. One thing really well. And I'm a firm believer in that. And then once you do that one thing well, then you can diversify and invest in other things. Well, for me, cryptocurrency was always that vehicle. Once I realized the power that it had, so I said, I want to teach that to you guys. So I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do it. My channel is based on that. Everybody sees that by now. But let's jump over here to the market. Let's talk about some of the plays that I bring you, like Casper, Aerodrome, Velodrome, uh, some of the meme coins I talk about. These aren't your type of coins. When I get into certain tokens, I don't get in them just for a quick buck. I'm more so of a buy, hold, make my money, and then get out. If you want really life changing money, you're in the right place and you're in the right vehicle to do it. Cryptocurrency. Now, as I hop over here, let's look at crypto bubbles. And and if you use some of the strategies that we talk about on this channel, you could take something like this. You could look at the hour. You could look at what's going up, what's going down. This is the daily chart. Seems like things are reversing pretty nice, but for the well, that's for the hour. For the day, it doesn't look like that. Let's go over here. XDC. Everything is down. You know what I always say: when things are red, that's when you're supposed to go in and attack. So I'm gonna go back over here for one. Let's refresh this. Let's see what it is. Oh, look at this. And the fear and greed is down to 58. People, that that a lot of people look at that and say, well, people kind of running from crypto. I don't look at that like that. I look at it like, man, these are the opportunities that can change your life. Now, a lot of you that are getting in this for the first time, getting into crypto for the first time, if you're anything like me, it's not going to get you to where you want to get to on the first run. But what I do promise you this, is that if you stick to it You stick to this thing called cryptocurrency, and you invest here and there, and you put your head down and you just continue to buy even when everybody else is running like they currently are right here. And with a 58, hopefully it'll go down a little bit more. if if you continue to run toward the burning fire while everybody else is running from it, like a firefighter, you're going to have the last laugh. You're going to be able to walk away. And again, this is not a quick process. This is not a quick process. It's one that takes patience, and it also takes a lot of cojones to do it as well. Now, I'm gonna use this one again. I've talked about this is my third time talking about Young Peasy, and I say that because yesterday when I got in, I explained to you guys that I I put in $250, and when I made yesterday's video, I was up 200. I was up. I was up. I was $500. Well, then I said I was thinking about putting another 150 in, and I did that. Do you know at one point when I got off, I did that. I put in 150 back in, and like within 4 hours, I would say I was up like to $1,200. And I sat there and I was like, man, I really hope people took advantage of that video that I made on this because that was quick. That was really quick. It's down a little bit now, but I'm still up. I'm up even further now than I was. Now, so you say all in, uh it's looking really good. I'm up over double my money, and it's just beginning, but I'm using this as an example. Like, rather, if you really serious about changing your life and you're like, I'm going to use crypto as a vehicle and get out, what you can do is you can find plays like this. You can find plays like this where it's not that many, and I'm not telling you guys no fib. I'm right here. When I made that video yesterday, we were at, where were we? We was at the 7 mark, I think. Right around, we was around here somewhere. Uh, and then it just, as you see here, it skyrocketed. I think it hit an all-time high. It hit an all-time high. So now you went to being sub down under up under a penny, not even close to. I think it might have made it to 2 cents. Let's look. And I'm using this. Okay, so yep, it reached an all-time high, and it was headed toward 2 cents. This token's not done ripping, but and I don't want to make this video about that, but I want to make this video about what plays like this can do for you, what it can do for you. And a good plan to do, like I did, is I worked my butt off, and every little piece of money I got, I would invest here and there in crypto. I made it a point. I told people I was buying crypto 3 to 4 times a week, 3 to 4 times a week. And this is all during the bear market. And then once, you know, and it wasn't looking good. My wallets wasn't looking good. To somebody who would look in, they say, "Wow, you invested in a just in a hole. You throwing your money down a hole that you ain't gonna be able to get your money back." And I just said, "Yeah, okay, okay." And I would tell people, I do my research. I've been here before. Then when your portfolio starts reaching 6 figures and climbing past 6 figures, you start thinking, yeah, I made the right decision. So, and this is what I'm telling you guys. You don't have to start with a lot of money. You can start literally with $50. If you like, for instance, this play right here, this is just one of many. Don't think this is just the only play. We've talked about them. Aerodrome. If you got an aerodrome, even back this when we was talking about it, you have some significant money right now. If you get in Casper and words the ones like that. And again, this is not financial advice. I'm not trying to tell you what to invest in. You have to do your own research. I cannot state that enough because a lot of times, even if do you know how many people that buy into a project? They'll buy into something like Casper. Let me use this as a great example. They'll buy into a Casper or they won't buy into Casper. Or let me use people who buy into it. They're buying into Casper at 13 cent or 14 cent when it was being talked about, and then it get down to 11 cent, and then they'll just start selling out of fear, out of seeing their money just drift away. And this is why the research comes in handy if you want to use crypto as a vehicle to get out. Because if you researched it, you're going to stay in it and you're going to realize that this is an opportunity at 11 cent. Even though you might have got in at 15 cent, you're going to realize this right here is one of the best opportunities you're ever going to get right now. Not financial advice. Again, like I tell people, I got in the Casper when it was 3 or 4 cent, and I kept buying, and I kept buying, and I kept buying. And at one point, I was into it like $4,000, $5,000. This is down at the low price. So when it goes up to stuff like this, you're still in the green, but you know that you took advantage. And this is why I try to bring you guys plays as early as I possibly can. The earlier I bring you something, the more money you can make. Sometimes I'll make a video and I'll say, I'm gonna wait and release it. But then I'm looking at the price and I'm always thinking of you guys. I look at the price and I'm like, yeah, but if you wait and you don't post that video till tomorrow, or you don't post that video for like 4 hours, these people might not have an opportunity to get in at this price because crypto can change at the drop of a hat. And I know that. So I try to get you guys these videos, but you have to take advantage. And that don't mean just ape right into it. Do your own research, especially if you see videos. One way, a good way to do it too. And I used to watch YouTubers a lot back in the day. I don't really get a chance to now. Of course, I still got my a few that I look at, but I used to look at it a lot back in the day, and I had a plan. That's another thing. Have a plan. Write it down. Write down what you want to get from this. What is your why for crypto? Why are you into crypto? Are you in it just to make some spending money, or are you in it to make some life-changing money? What's your plan? So I used to watch YouTube, and people would always these guys would talk about their tokens, and you should get into this, you should get into that, and I would write down the information. I would put it in files, and I would go study these tokens. I would go learn because I wanted to know what is it about this token that's going to keep me buying in, because my goal was to walk away, just be done with work and do something I love. Just pretty much own my day, because I subscribe to the fact that life is so short. Life is so short. You can sit there and you say, I'm going to work until I'm 65, and you don't make it to 65. So I'm always planning ahead, like, don't you want to enjoy your life? I want my time back. I always wanted to be in control of the clock, my clock. But it wasn't enough for me to be in control of my clock if I couldn't show other people how to do it too. It's a lot of you watching this video right now that might hate what you do. You might hate what you do, or you might love what you do, but you wish you could have some more money to free up your the financial burdens that you have, that you think about. Something Having extra money is like just having room to breathe, some breathing room. So when I bring you plays like the Caspers, and the list goes on, well, what you should be doing is telling yourself again. You notice I always say, pick a number and then look at that number and say, okay, if this token make it to here, what is that going to do for me financially? Quantity, remember. How is that token going to set me up financially for long term? Is it going to help me clear my debt? Is it going to help me do that? Is it going to help me clear my family's debt? Or is it going to help me get that down payment I need? What is it going to do? What is that token is going to do? That's why I say, just because someone talks about a token or I talk about a token doesn't mean that's the right token for you. Because if I was to come to you and I was to say, Solana is a great deal right now, which I believe Solana is a great deal right now. I've been in Solana for a while now. Actually, I got in it late, around 60 something dollars. Maybe, no, I think I got in around $40, $50. And, but that was late because it was down further than that. But if you really look right now, that's not really late. Well, even if you knew Solana could make it to $2,000, and you say, you know what, I'm going to buy one of these, I'm going to buy a half, or I'm going to buy a fraction of this, you need to be looking long term. How does this fit in with my crypto goals? My why I'm into crypto. How does that money that I'm putting into Solana, how does that help? Is that going to help me pay something off? Is that going to help me get closer to my goal of financial freedom? That's how I feel like you should approach some of the tokens that are talked about. So that's why I say when I talk about something like Casper or some of these tokens that don't cost as much money, I look at those, and always, just because it's you can get a lot of a token doesn't mean it's something that's going to grow significantly. You should at least do the research on each token you have. Do the research and be realistic with yourself. Do some research, find out, what's the word or how high this token can possibly make it. And then be conservative about that and say, now, how can I take that money and put that toward my why of crypto? Everybody's in crypto for a different reason. Some people are in crypto just to make some extra money to go on vacation. Some people are in crypto just to see, just to test it out, make a little spending money for here and there. But it's so many of you, and I feel like more of you got that bigger dream that I want to live financially free and be control of my clock. I'm telling you, crypto can do that. Crypto can do that if you put in the work and you figure out what tokens work for you. And it helps to be a little bit interested in the tokens that you're behind. If you're in the token just to make money, that's one thing. But I guarantee you, if you do a little bit digging and you do a little bit of research and learn some of the tech that's behind these guys and what they're bringing to the market and to the world, it'll make you more bullish than even people like me who bring you the token. You look at the Hedera H bars. This is another one. This is another one. It's down now from its high. It's off that ride now of that whole debacle with BlackRock and all of them. But I want you to see how fast that story, just that story, look at that. It made it to a high the other day of 17 cent. 17 cent. Just off of a news story, people. Just off of a story. Just off of a story. So, and the other thing, depending on when you get in the token, you want to figure out when you're gonna get out. Else, you're not gonna get really anything out of it. You're gonna be like a lot of us crypto YouTubers were back in the last bull market. I didn't take 80% of what I should have took from the market because them dopamines hit me, and I was like, yeah, it's gonna go through the roof. It's gonna go through. I'm gonna continue just making this money. I couldn't stop looking at my crypto portfolio, and now I look back and I'm like, figure out what you think each token gonna go to, and if it reaches it before it's supposed to, or when history says it's a possibility it's gonna get there. If it reaches tomorrow, take your money. Take your money. That's why you have to have a goal of each token, how much you want to get out of that token to change your life. Crypto can make you rich. Crypto can retire you. Crypto can lessen your burdens. But crypto can also mess with your head if you don't take any of that money. So this is why I'm here. I want you guys to really reach your dreams. I want you to see everything that you've ever dreamed of but thought, yeah, that's just a dream. I'd never get it. I want you to reach those goals because I know you can, and I know cryptocurrency besides hitting the lottery. Cryptocurrency though, you can control what it's not like you're in a lottery pick unless you're in a meme token. And if you pick the right meme token, then you really ain't in a lottery pick. But it can be done with the right research, and you have to put in the work, people. If you're serious about this, you're gonna get in it what you you're gonna get in what you get out what you get in. You're gonna get out what you get in. And if you don't if you approach it half cocked, then you may not get what you really want out of it. If you're clenching your purse right now because the fear and greed index is at a 58, if you're clenching your purse like, nah, I need my money. I'm wait till the fear and greed is up to like an 80 and everybody's putting money in. If you're clenching your purse for that, then you're not going to get the true gains out of crypto. You'll make some money, but it's really just gonna be emphasis some. Um, you're gonna have to let go. You're gonna have to let that purse go in times like this when it's blood in the water. You're gonna have to let your purse go. So on days like today, people, I hope you're out there on the search. Let's look at this day. I hope you're out here on the search looking. Look at these. Look at these. A lot of tokens I've talked about. I see XDC. I'm looking at the ones. See, I zero in on red. Aerodrome. Look at that. Down 12, almost 13% today. It still hasn't quite rebound. It's up a little bit. But I zero in on the red because the red is where I'm going to make the money. Not anything. You don't just go in and have cocked and pick anything. I'm thinking about the stuff that I've talked about. So that's all. That's all I really wanted to say on this rainy Saturday morning. I woke up with you guys on my mind, and I want to thank all the new subscribers. I want to thank each and every one of you. Thank you for signing up. Make sure that if you like content like this, or you have a question and would like some particular content made, let me know. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if haven't already done so, and make sure you hit that bell notification as well, so that you know when I put up a video. And yeah, guys, happy hunting. All right, good morning. I'm out.